I'm a saucier. A lot of people, guys around here, they want to know exactly how I do it. But again, I do a lot of things around here to taste.
Well, it smells really great.
And just a few of the things that I have in there. I have some ketchup. I have some crushed red. I have vinegar. I have a little bit of grandma's molasses. I haven't put that in yet, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit of that in there, and then
And this is for the ribs that we're about to go outside.
Yeah, this is for the ribs and be for the chicken. And we have everybody else out. Everybody's really looking forward to eating the ribs today, and hey, I appreciate that. But we got a few guys that don't eat pork, so we got a little chicken for them. So we're gonna do a little bit of everything.
And this is a good barbecue sauce you can put on just about anything, really.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, this one, I mean, you can smell the sweetness. You can smell that vinegar cutting through. So you're just gonna let this sit up here.
It's gonna simmer for about. Normally I would cook it for about 30 minutes. We've had it going while we were doing this here, doing the other things. So really, it's just a matter now, just getting everything, taking it out there, and putting it on the grill for the rib. Is the grill it? Okay, good.
Well, Tim, we're going to head outside. We're actually going to show some of the meat, the ribs and the chicken. All right, Tim, we're out here where the meat is on the grill. You've already boiled your ribs. Now we've got them out here on this nice grill that you have out here. You got your sauce ready. Tell us a little bit about what you do once you get it out here.
Okay. Well, once I get it out here, normally this period of time for the meal, to prepare the meal is 15, 20 minutes, because you don't want to get it burned, because once you put that sauce on, it seems like it cooks faster, and technically they're already done.
Absolutely.
The chicken is not done. The chicken, what we probably could have done was put it on a little earlier, but we didn't have that much, and well, hopefully it all works out.
And of course, you boil your ribs before you bring them out here to the grill, and of course you want to get them through, because when you put them on the grill, you're trying to get those grill marks on it, get it cooked, and also get that sauce worked in there.
Yeah, you want to get that sauce worked in, and you want to get when you finish the finished product, you want it to look. You just want it to look good. Hopefully everything else will be good, but you do want it to look good.
Absolutely.
I've seen some of the cooking shows where they'll spray the top and color it, and it's not done, but you want it to look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks a lot.
And we didn't want to thank Fred's Food Club for providing the meat for today's show. We love to partner with Fred. We also are so happy that they were able to support the fire department and what we're doing today. You know, a lot of people, you mentioned it earlier, not aware that when you guys get together and you cook and you put your meals together, you guys are responsible for it.
That's right. And if it wasn't for Fred's Club today, this meal would have cost us a whole lot more. We really appreciated everything that they've done, and we just can't thank them more.
Absolutely.
Enough, really. So hopefully, compliments of Fred. This is what we're gonna do. This is how it's gonna be.
We're gonna dip them in the sauce.
Dip them in the sauce, and then I put them back on.
And you know, this is where that molasses really will help, because that molasses will help caramelize the outside a little bit.
That's right.
And helps it really soak into the meat. And now, do some of you guys like the ribs without sauce on them?
No, none of the guys when I do it. When I get to this point, you asked earlier, how do we prepare our meal, what we're gonna do? Yeah. When we get to this point, I don't ask them nothing. I don't ask them a thing. I say, okay, they ready? Y'all gonna eat? Let's go. But no, normally the guys don't say leave mine off this, even though we do have a lot of picky eaters.
Well, you know, Tim, we want to let people know too. You know, if you guys say you're out to eat and you're on duty, and of course you guys work 24-hour shifts.
That's right.
If you happen to be out and you go to a place and you get a call, you have to leave.
Yeah.
While you're there.
That's right. We have to leave, and a lot of times, you know, it's. We don't know whether we're going on an EMS call where it's something that may be something simple, or it could be a call where that call takes us a long time as well. But what we do, just like here, we have to get up in the middle of our meal and go attend to that call. Just like if we go to a restaurant, that thing holds true. The same thing, same time. But we do miss a lot of meals. But we try not to, when we go to a place to eat, we times that we do go out, we try to pay for our meal up front, because what we don't want to do is we don't want to leave in the middle and not be able to come back,
right.
and then we haven't paid for that meal. You know.
Well, now when you're cooking your ribs, Tim, do you put them ribs side down, or do you put the meat up? How do you do that?
Well, I had that conversation with a guy a few minutes ago when we was out here. He was telling me I need to put them ribs side down, and that's just a thing as I consider this family. You know, we argue about how we're gonna do this, we argue about how we're gonna do that, and but you would want to do it rib side down, because there's not that much meat on the rib, on the rib side. And if you put it rib side up and you mess around and leave it up there too long, then you burn your meal.
And now we talked to Randy about some things, you know, when you're cooking inside, keep an eye out for. What are some safety tips for folks cooking outside? I know, especially around holidays, a lot of people get out those turkey fryers, and of course you always hear horror stories. What are some things people can do when they're cooking outside to make sure they don't catch the porch on fire, they don't, you know, burn up the side of the house while they're cooking? You
know, when you're cooking outside, when you use gas, you know, gas is a lot better. It doesn't flare up as much when you're cooking. But when you're using charcoal, sometimes the charcoal tends to flare up a little bit. I think we got somebody. But I prefer, you know, you don't want to, from a safety standpoint, you don't want to have the grill turned up too high. You want to keep in mind how much you're cooking. So you don't want to you don't want to cook 2 chickens with 10 pounds of charcoal.
Right.
You know, you don't want to cook a chicken breast, 1 or 2 chicken breasts, and then you got the gas grill turned on 500. You know, because chicken has a lot of fat in it, and it flares up. And once you set that lid down, because it happens to us a lot of times around here, once we set that lid down, and we just the time that we go in and come back out, and we open that grill, and once that oxygen hit it, it flares right up to the point where we just about had to call somebody. We had when some of the guys cook around here, and everybody don't cook, but when certain people cook, we'll say, okay, get a hose line. Tim's cooking, get a hose line. Because everybody don't pay attention to what they're doing.
Well, I know a lot of people that have a gas grill, they'll be cooking chicken or something, and they'll have a little flare up, and they'll have a bottle of water with them, and they'll spray. Is that something you should do, or should you really stay away from that?
Well, you can do that. The key there is when you cooking and we got that bottle there, you're not, as Randy said in there, when you throw water on something, all you're doing is spraying it all out through your whole house. Out here, you're in an open area. You know, if it flares over here and flares over there, it's no big deal. The main thing you want to do is make sure you keep it contained. And water can do that if you just missed it. You know, we go into a house where we fighting fire. We don't want to push fire all over a person's house. So we're trained to do short bursts of flare in certain areas. If we want to hit it high, that's going to keep that steam conversion and put the fire out. So basically, what we're doing, in a situation like that, it's all right to use a bottle of water, as long as you just kind of miss the area. It's not going to get away from it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Tim, how long have you been a firefighter?
21 years.
And how long have you been in Rocky Mount?
I've been in Rocky Mount all my life.
So you've been a firefighter at Rocky Mount Fire Department your whole career?
Well, not really. I came here a little late. I started late. You got a lot of guys that are my age and are retiring now. I have a few more years, but yeah, because when you come out, this is a job, a profession where you can come in straight out of high school. A lot of the education that the guys have been gotten here. You know, once they got here, it's not where
something you can learn on the job.
It's a lot of on-the-job training. You can take classes and you can advance in areas where most people have gone and gotten 4 year degree, and further their education since they come here. And then when you're able to come here at 18 years of age, then you can take that at a younger age, and once you get to your retirement age, you're still able to function in society and be really productive.
So it's a great career if somebody's thinking about it.
It's a great career. Rocky Mountain is a great place. I mean, like I said, I've been here all my life. I have brothers that live all over the country, and they say you don't get out much. But hey, you know, everybody has to do something. Man, I wish I had come here when I got out of high school. I really do. Not because I would be retired around there, because it is a good job. It's a good profession.
And it's a great area. I mean, it's a great community.
It is. And any job is what you make it.
Well, tell us. I mean, maybe there's somebody sitting out there and they're saying, "Look, I'm about to graduate from high school, or maybe I'm trying to figure out what I want to do." And say, "Hey, maybe I want to be a fireman. Maybe I want to try that." What can they do?
What they can do is they can go. They can actually come here and talk to some of us. And you know, it's still who you know to a certain degree. You can come here and you can talk with us because we're open to the public. You know, you can walk in and talk with us at any point in time. Again, you can get into some of the programs that we have. If we're not hiring, there are programs where you can get into at a community college that can get you your degree in fire science. You can probably get your EMT certifications and stuff like that, which just kind of makes you more marketable when you come to look at a department like this. But I would tell a person, you get out of school, check the jobs. If you don't want to go to the military, if you don't want to go to go to college, because it's not for everybody. But home is always going to be home. Yeah. And if you want to get a job at home, look around your city, look at the fire department, look at the police department, look at different places like that you can actually have a career in and have something that you can that will generate you some kind of income when you get that age of retirement. And the fire department, you know, we're getting ready to hire, and I'm not exactly when we're going to do that, but we are getting ready to do some hiring. And so I would say go down to City Hall and fill out the online application. And when whoever fills out that online application, when we do hire, we're going to call everybody that has applied and give them an opportunity to come and compete for the job, come and work here.
All right, so there you heard it from Tim. You guys have some great opportunities here at the Rocky Mountain Fire Department. Come down and talk to him and just kind of gauge his experience, see what he's learned, and see what they can do for you. Now, we've got the ribs. How long are we going to let them sit up here?
We're not going to let the ribs sit up here that long.
This is just kind of let the sauce sit in?
Let the sauce sit in. What I normally do is I flip them once and see what the other side looking like. I'll let it cook over here.
Yep. And of course, again, we want to thank our sponsor for today's show, Fred's Food Club. They provided all the great meats that you see here, and they have a full line of meats there at their store. So go see them. They have locations in Rocky Mount, Wilson, and Greenville, and you don't ever need a membership. And you find those great rock bottom prices all year round. And not only do they have meats, they have a wide selection of other items as well, including seafood. So make sure you go see them at Fred's Food Club.
Today's show at the Rocky Mountain Fire Department is brought to you by Fred's Food Club, home of rock bottom prices where you never need a membership.
Good day, Rocky Mountain. It's Mike Keffer at Mike Keffer Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 301 bypass between Rocky Mountain and Wilson. How do you roll?
Ram it, you need to try out the new Ram pickup, Motor Trend's 2013 Truck of the Year. Mike Keffer offers a great selection of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks, whether you're hauling your yard trailer or a gooseneck fifth wheel. Don't be the one saying, "Ram it, ram it, ram it. I wish I would have bought a Ram truck, ram it." See the new Ram pickup at Mike Keffer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or at MikeKeffer.com.
If you want some Welcome to the Smokehouse Barbecue.
Come out to the swingiest restaurant in town, Reuben's, featuring great food and great music.
Say they're hungry and you don't know what to say.
Our new lunch menu features the best sandwiches in town.
This is the place, the Smokehouse Barbecue will put a smile on your face.
Reuben's in the Tiffany Square Shopping Center in Rocky Mount.
Ann's Donuts serves the best donuts in town because we fix them the old-fashioned way. From cream cheese filled to our famous chocolate glazed, Ann's Donuts are second to none. But Ann's is also a specialty baker. Wedding cakes, birthday cakes, ice cream cakes, custom designed for your event. You must also visit our gift shop, filled with gifts and holiday decor for your home and office. We have scarves, jewelry pocketbooks, holiday wreaths, and more. Come see us for your next sweet treat. Ann's Donuts, serving our area since 1952. Williams of Wilson, an enchanted restaurant in the heart of downtown. We feature fresh and house-made items such as our pork and vegetable-filled wontons and our one-of-a-kind cheesesteak egg rolls. Our Cuban sandwich with house-made pickles is a local favorite, or stop in for dinner and enjoy our pan-seared duck breast with scallops. Whether it's lunch or dinner, think Williams of Wilson for that next wonderful meal. Fine food, spirits, and a good time await you at Williams of Wilson, 124 Barnes Street, Wilson.
Kitchen Fire Station 1. We're joined today by Randy Lanham. Randy, how long have you been with the Rocky Mount Fire?
Altogether, I've been here about 8 years.
Okay, all right. Well, you do a great job. We appreciate all that the fire department does in our community. One thing we want to remind people of, I know we're showing people how to cook and some different things, but we want to remind everybody, you need to be safe while you're doing it. Let's go over some safety tips.
Well, basically, I'm the cook here at headquarters. This is my shed, like Tim's at Station 3. Mm-hmm. I like my area open. You know, all the firemen, you know, that's not rolling in here by 4:30. Mm-hmm. So my rule is don't cross that line right there. You know, this is my area, let me cook. One of the biggest causes of fires in Rocky Mount is kitchen fires, unattended fires. And that comes from anything from a rag on the stove close to an open flame. You don't want to do that. Or a frying pan catching on fire while you're frying food. The easiest way to put out a fire is to cover it up. That's the motto, put a lid on it. Mm-hmm. A lot of people want to grab it and throw it in the sink. But when you do that, you're throwing grease, you're throwing fire all over your house. Mm-hmm.
So whenever you have a problem on the stove, put a lid on it. Don't try to contain it with water or move it elsewhere and create a bigger problem. Right. Cover it up. Cover it up.
If you grab some water and throw it in the frying pan, you're throwing that grease right on top of you. Then you've got burn injuries you got to deal with, as well as the fire. A lot of fires, they try to put it out themselves, and it gets bigger. You know, get out, call 911 after you put a lid on it. You know, grab an oven mitt, carry it with you. If you're on the phone, you know, your phone rings, you're on the phone. When you hang up, put the phone down, you got the oven mitt in your hand.
So give yourself a little friendly reminder that, oh yeah, I've got something going on in the kitchen.
I got to get back to the kitchen.
Well, you know, you take the broiler, for example. You put something in the oven, you put it on broil. If you don't remember, in just a couple of minutes, you can go from raw to burnt to having a fire on your hands.
That's right. And speaking of that, in the oven, if you have a fire in the oven, you want to just keep the door closed. A lot of people go to open it up, and that's giving oxygen to the fire. That's going to increase the fire. Another thing we have in the city is fire stop stovetop vent hood extinguishing. What this does, this will go right up underneath the hood by a magnet, and once the fire hits that point, it drops fire extinguisher powder on it.
Okay, so if you have a stove fire and the flames get up and it hits this fire stop, it'll actually go and try to contain the fire.
The powder will come down just like a fire extinguisher and put the fire out.
Okay.
Another thing.
And that's something. Now, is that something that if you were to get get a stovetop fire stop, is that something you have to change out regularly, or is that something that can stay there for a pretty good while?
You can stay in there until it's used.
The best kept secret in town is the Chew and Chat Cafe, classic Southern cooking with style. Start your day right at Chew and Chat Cafe with a plate of eggs cooked your way, or with our infamous hobo breakfast sandwich, or make the Chew and Chat your regular spot. Our daily specials and homemade recipes are one of a kind with prices that can't be beat. From our hand-patty burgers to our homemade chicken pot pie, shrimp creole, and pimento cheese, Chew and Chat is sure to be a great meal. And Friday night is fish night, featuring fried flounder, trout, and catfish, and our homemade banana pudding. We use local ingredients and cook everything fresh to order. So stop waiting and head on down to Chew and Chat Cafe, 1005 Westmount Drive in Rocky Mount, or call us about catering your next event. Open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Wednesday through Friday for dinner starting at 5. Chew and Chat Cafe, classic Southern cooking with style.
Today's show at the Rocky Mount Fire Department is brought to you by Fred's Food Club, home of rock bottom prices where you never need a membership.
And welcome back, everyone, into Blue Plate Special. I'm here today with Randy Lanham. Randy, we've got a delicious-looking dessert that you're going to put together for us.
Yes, sir. This is what a lot of the guys here say is the best part of the meal. You know, we've seen the coleslaw, we've seen the cabbage, we've seen the eggs, we've seen the ribs. Now we're going to get to the best part. And what it is, I've had guys call it, oh my gosh, dessert, chocolate lovers dessert, chocolate thunder, you name it. All right, what we're going to do is just mix it up as the package states.
Just chocolate chip cookie dough mix?
Chocolate chip cookie dough mix, Pillsbury. I'm going to put that as the base layer in the bowl. I went ahead and sprayed my pan, that way it wouldn't stick.
You know, I'm excited about this. You're not making chocolate chip cookies, you're starting with chocolate chip cookies.
I'm starting with chocolate chip cookies. We try not to cook dessert every meal, but once a cycle, it's a good surprise to the guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
We cook anything from cakes to pies to banana puddings. It's like being at home. So, all right, the next layer is going to be Oreo cookies, straight out of the package.
And you're just going to lay them on there.
Just lay them on top of the chocolate chip cookies.
Now, where did you come up with this? Is this?
I found this on the online on the website. I just haven't been looking through there, and I seen it. My wife asked me if I wanted to try it. I said, well, let me do it at work. If the guys like it, I'll bring it home. So the guys love it.
I mean, it's really simple. You have chocolate chip cookie dough back down here, and then you're putting a layer of Oreos.
What's going to happen, the cream inside the Oreos is going to melt down into the cookie.
Yeah.
And that's where the sweetness is going to be.
And this is something, again, that's easy to fix. Everybody's going to like eating this.
Right.
And again, if you have to run out to a fire, if say you're in this process, you can leave this like it is.
We can stop, go to the fire, come back, and start where we left off. Next thing I got here is regular brownie mix, chocolate brownie. Prepared it as the packing states, and that's going to go right on top of the Oreos.
So we've taken cookie dough mix. Now we've taken Oreos. Now we've taken brownie mix. Oh my goodness!
We just go smooth that all out, make it nice and pretty. Try to get all of it in there. Cover up the Oreos and the cookies, and that's our finishing layer right there, is the brownie. One thing you don't want to do, the brownie calls for a certain temperature, and the cookies call for a certain temperature, but we go bake this at 425 degrees for 40 minutes. And that's going to give everything time to cook like it needs to. And that's it. And we'll come over here, go to the oven. Come over to the oven. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer, that way it'll remind me when it goes off.
Wow.
40 minutes, it's ready.
Wow. Well, Randy, I'm impressed. Again, folks, we had chocolate chip cookie dough, Oreos, and brownie batter. I can't think of three things that are better than that. I mean, those are practically food groups of their own.
The one other thing that's better than that is put some vanilla ice cream on top with some hot syrup when it comes out of the oven.
Yeah, that'd be like that might be something some guys might ask for when it's their birthday. Say, look, man, fix me that oh my gosh cookie thing that you do.
That's right.
Tim and Randy, we really appreciate your inside look here at the fire station kitchen. What you guys do, we've had a really good time. Seen your ribs, seen your coleslaw potato salad, seen your I don't even know what to call it, but it sure is good. We appreciate all that you guys do for us, and we wish you all the best. But for Blue Plate Special, this is Andrew Breedlove for Tim Sherrod and Randy Lanham. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
Let's go ahead and say the blessing so we can go ahead and say the blessing so we can eat, okay? Dear Father, we do thank you so much for this day. We thank you for the blessings that you bring with it. We thank you for the opportunity we can join together in fellowship. Father, we ask that you will be with us and keep us safe throughout the night tonight. Lord, be with our family and friends during our absence. Bless this food for the nourish our bodies so we can better serve you. Which in your precious name we pray. Amen.
Ann's Donuts serves the best donuts in town because we fix them the old-fashioned way. From cream cheese filled to our famous chocolate glazed, Ann's Donuts are second to none. But Ann's is also a specialty baker. Wedding cakes, birthday cakes, ice cream cakes, custom designed for your event. You must also visit our gift shop filled with gifts and holiday decor for your home and office. We have scarves, jewelry pocketbooks, holiday wreaths, and more. Come see us for your next sweet treat. Ann's Donuts, serving our area since 1952. Williams of Wilson, an enchanted restaurant in the heart of downtown. We feature fresh and house-made items such as our pork and vegetable-filled wontons and our one-of-a-kind cheesesteak egg rolls. Our Cuban sandwich with house-made pickles is a local favorite, or stop in for dinner and enjoy our pan-seared duck breast with scallops. Whether it's lunch or dinner, think Williams of Wilson for that next wonderful meal. Fine food, spirits, and a good time await you at Williams of Wilson, 124 Barnes Street, Wilson.
Good day, Rocky Mount. It's Mike Keffer at Mike Keffer Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on the 301 bypass between Rocky Mount and Wilson. How do you roll?
Ram it, you need to try out the new Ram pickup, Motor Trend's 2013 Truck of the Year. Mike Keffer offers a great selection of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks, whether you're hauling your yard trailer or a gooseneck fifth wheel. Don't be the one saying, ram it, ram it, ram it. I wish I would have bought a Ram truck, ram it. See the new Ram pickup at Mike Keffer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or at MikeKeffer.com.